All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please let me know if you have any problem in the text. First of all, please invite your friends. Not many people knows that today I will be online. Today is Sunday, so usually I don't go live. However, I have some time, so I prefer to spend it in something useful, better than um, you know nothing. So let us today discuss something the Muslims always they speak about, and they claim that they have it, which is what it's called ethic, morality, and ethics in Islam. It's very weird and very funny when I hear somebody, he is a Muslim, speaking about, I have no problem with somebody he is born of a Muslim family, but he have an ethic. This is not my issue. Um, and I'm not saying that Muslims just because they are Muslims, they have no ethic. That's even not the topic. I'm talking about Islam, the cult of Islam. Does it really teach any kind of ethic? Uh, I will show you here the article which is written by the Muslims, and we will go through little by little to see if there is anything there in this article is ethical. You see, the ethic should start from you when you write the article. If you don't have any kind of honesty, so how you can teach me about ethic when your article is full of lies? You know what I mean? If somebody want to teach me about ethic, shouldn't he start from himself and be ethical when you write the article about ethic? You see, all of us, we are sinners, and nobody in this earth is not a sinner, including me. So I'm not here to teach you that I am the person of ethic and you are not. Or if you are a Muslim listening, this is not even my topic. But it's a shame that you are making a topic article about ethic, and everything written in this article is far away from the truth, which means it is a pure lie. So where is your ethic? You could not even maintain your ethic in an article you are writing, and we will prove it very easy. If we go here, the word morality comes from the Latin words, etc. So thank God this does not come from Islam. I was expecting them to say it's coming from Islam. All right, let us continue. Islam as a comprehensive way of life. I love it when the Muslim says Islam as a way of life and comprehensive way of life. What is the way of life, Islam? To go and kill your neighbor because he's a Hindu? Go attack the Romans so we can get the blonde girls? To attack neighbors and to attack tribes around us and enslave their girls and rape them? What way of life? What is the way of life exactly you as a Muslim is speaking of? And remember here, I'm not talking about a person, I'm talking about Islam as a religion. Let us see how Islam teach really any kind of morality or way of comprehensive way of life. Complete moral system. Guys, it's a complete moral system. Hmm. Is it a moral system that if I divorce my wife 3 times, she cannot get back to me unless she go and she sleep with a new husband, and then that husband he divorce her, and then because we are very moral people she can get back to me? Is that ethic? Who in the world respect himself after doing that? Where is the ethic in this? If we go in the Quran, we can find tons of verses in the Quran which is full of shame, disgusting. Let us see some of the stories of the ethic of Muhammad. I'm not going to waste your time and the time of others. Let us read something about Muhammad. Uh, Aisha, the child wife of Muhammad, let's switch to Arabic, provide us with very clear proof that Muhammad was very ethical. The Prophet married her when she was 6 years old. The marriage is totally completed at the age of 6. Not as the Muslim they try to say to you, oh, he married her at 6 and then she became his wife at the age of 6. This is the marriage date. From 6 to 9, according to Aisha, he used to molest her. At 9, he'd start having real sex with her. At the age of 6, she was very small, so he could not obviously put it in. Excuse my language. At the age of 9, Muhammad, he raped literally Aisha. And that here we will see the first behavior or a sign of a guy who is qualified to be a prophet of God. At the age of 54, thinking and forcing the father of a girl to marry his daughter so he can sleep with her, and she is 6 years old. And remember, 6 years old in our calendar is 5 years old in the calendar of Muslims, which means when they say 6 years, this is not our calendar. She is 5 years old. What is the ethic and what Muhammad and Aisha they share together to be a wife and husband? What is the ethic in that? You know, I remember the Muslim they say to me, do you know how Rebecca in the Bible what the age she married? Well, show me what the age she married, you idiot liar. Show me. A bunch of garbage talk, and you have nothing to say except trying to say something to prove to us that Muhammad is not the only idiot of the village. Let us say, for the sake of argument, there is somebody else he did marry a child, that will make there two idiot and two criminals and two rapists. That will not make them one. So you're not defending your prophet, but in order to defend your prophet, you fabricate lies which does not exist just to protect your prophet. Or you see a Muslim saying, do you know what the age of Maryam when she got married from Joseph? You idiot. If this is a true, it's mean your God Allah is a liar, because according to Islam, Mary, she never married anyone. This is number one. Number two, Mary, she gave birth to Jesus in the Bible and in the Quran when she was a virgin. That means she is already a woman, because a person, a female who cannot give a birth, that means she is not having her period yet. As simple as that. And if she is having a man, that will be after she gave birth to Jesus. So what is the problem? She did not give a birth when she was a child. Let us say, for the sake of argument, Mary, she gave birth to Jesus when she is 1 day old. 1 day old. But still she is not married. I mean, the stupidity is amazing. So the ethic of Islam, the way of life, start from here, because now according to Islam, a man, he have no limit of any age to marry. If the Prophet himself, he marries 6 years old kid or 5 years old kid, every Muslim is qualified to have a child and to have sex with. That is the truth. Is that an ethical behavior? A man at the age of, what Muhammad he saw in Aisha at the age of 5 years old, which is 6 in the Islamic calendar, to make her look like a wife for him. And remember, Muhammad have all the women around him. Like, he's not a guy who's exist in the jungle and he found only one female. Her name is Aisha, and she is 5 years old. Already he married many times before Aisha. Why he wanted the child? Let me show you the other ethic of Muhammad about sex with the children. Muhammad, he saw Jabir, and Jabir was one of his terrorists. You know, Muhammad, he have a terrorist group now, and he attacked the neighbors to steal their money. And this is one of the ethic of the Prophet Muhammad, that he is a thief. He is a caravan rider. If you do not know what caravan mean, my friend, it's mean like you're going from city to city, a bunch of pirate or thieves, they stop you, they take your wallet, they kill you, they take your jewelries, they take your money, and they rape your wife. This is who Muhammad and his gang is. And this is all written in the Islamic history by Muslims' hands, printed by Muslims, preserved by Muslims. So now Jabir and the terrorist Muhammad is coming back from an attack. Muhammad, he saw him. And Jabir, obviously, he was in rush. He want to go home fast. So Muhammad became curious why he is rushing to go home. Why this guy, he want to go, you know, fast home? Muhammad need to know. He cannot let it go. Maybe his wife, she is good looking, so maybe I will sleep with her. So he want to know what's wrong with the Jabir. Why Jabir he want to go home fast? They are done and he have the right to go home. They killed as many they can and they stole the money, and now he got his shares and now he's coming back home, but he's in rush. We were with Allah Messenger in expedition. What expedition? It says what? في غزوة. You know, an attack. We are attacking the neighbors. You see, they call it expedition. It's a theft. We were stealing the money of the neighbors, and now we are coming back. I urged my camel to move quickly as it was slow. Please, guys, invite your friends. As you see, we did not inform many people yet that we are here, so post it around, please. So I urged my camel, as it was moving slowly. My camel moved forward like the best that you have ever seen. Okay. As I turned my face, I found him to be Allah, the messenger of Allah. Messenger of Allah. He said, "Hey Jabir, what's hastening you?" Muhammad is curious now. He want to know, Jabir, what's up? I said, "Messenger of Allah, I am newly wedded." Whereupon he said, "Is it a virgin that you have married or one previously married?" I mean, imagine you see a friend in the street, and the question he asks you about the wife you married, is her vagina used or never been used? Am I being rude, guys? Am I being rude, or this is the truth? What's your business to ask the guy if she is virgin or not? Virgin is about what happened to her vagina. What is the business of a prophet of God to ask a man is if his wife she have a brand new vagina or it's been used? Is that the ethic? Put yourself in the shoes of this man. You just met a guy, let us say he is a closer friend to you, and then he right away he asked you a question to explain to him the situation of the vagina of your wife. Hey, is your vagina, your wife vagina is been like played with before, or it's brand new with the wax? Please tell me, please. What? What's your business? What is the business of Muhammad to ask such a question? I know that the way I'm saying things is shocking, but this is how it is. You see, people they read, but they don't see. People they read, but they don't understand that this guy is a very filthy person. Look like my microphone is making some noise. Hold on, let us see why. What kind of a man he asked such a question? Now, when you hear the reason, you will see how filthy he is. He is not asking the question for no reason. Let us see the reason. The man he answered, he said, with one previously married. Okay, now Muhammad, he knew the situation of the vagina of the woman. She is not virgin, which means there is someone else before him did bing bong. And now Muhammad, he got the information. So now Dr. Muhammad is going to think about the situation. Previously married. Okay. What's your name? You told me? Jabir, sir. And your wife is previously married. Yes, sir. How old are you? I'm like 50 years old, sir. How much you weight? About 80 kilograms, sir. Okay. Now, you idiot, why you did marry a widow? Shouldn't you marry a child so she is going to be playing with you? Look what he said to him. Why? Why? Why not a young girl so you could play with her? I mean, look at the excuse to marry a child. Look at the ethic of the prophet of God. He is explaining to him why his decision is wrong by marrying a widow. What is the wrong in his decision? Because a woman previously married is not fun according to the ethic of Muhammad. But a child, you see, the Muslim here, they translate it as young girl. What young girl? There it says virgin, there it says widow, and there it says what? What young girl? What young girl? It's a child. So the ethic of Muhammad is you should listen to him, and now this Jabir, he should be smart and follow the ethic and the way of life of Islam. You should not marry a widow, and you should go and get a child so she can play with you. Have you ever heard of somebody marrying a human being, a child, just because he want to play with her? That is the ethic. They make articles. You see, I do not need to read for you the rest of the article, which is full of lies. Not a single thing in there is about, look, no, hold on, hold on. In the article of the Abdul, they say to us that the Quran says that you give money to the needy. You give money to? You give money to the needy. Are you sure? Yes, brother, the verse is in the front of us. Huh? You spend your substance out of love for him, for your kin, for orphans, and for the needies. But where is the money is coming from? It says there, from the expedition, the attack of the neighbors. You see, when they try to present to you that Islam teach ethic, okay, don't you see? We feed the orphan. He is making orphan. He is not feeding the orphan. And actually, in the Quran, it says the way to help the orphan is to rape them. They call it marriage. You bring the orphan and you marry them, but this is rape. An orphan, you see, you don't call someone an orphan unless he is a child or she is a child. Is that correct? A man at the age of 20 or 18, you don't call him an orphan. Orphan is a statement, or it's a definition for a child who have no parents. As simple as that. So how Muslims they help the orphan? Let us go and see the Quran. Let us see the Quran. All right. This is the verse they quote for us, which verse chapter 2, verse 177. But they will not read for us this verse where Muhammad is ordering the Muslims to rape the orphan. Here we go. وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث ورباع. Let us read together. Chapter 4, verse number 3. If you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphan, then go and do the F word, not marry. We explained that just yesterday. Go and do the F word to women of your choice, 2 and 3 or and 4, not or 4. There's no or. This is false translation. Okay, hold on. How I'm going to be justice with the orphan? By marrying them or be sleeping with them. What kind of justice we are talking about? What the orphan have to do with this subject here? Muhammad is speaking about Muslims taking women to bed. 2 and 3 and 4, not or and or and or, which is false translation. So what the orphan relationship to a person Muslim, they say here it's about marriage, but as you see, it's marriage according to Islam, but this is not marriage, it's a sex contract. He did not even use the word marriage, he used the word inkahu, which we showed you many times that this word mean sexual intercourse. So if you cannot be, or you are not able to deal justly with the orphan, though, then go and F2 and 3 and 4. So Muhammad is saying to them, the justice of Islam is we first rape the orphan. So a Muslim, this is why you see the Muslim from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait, from Bahrain, they love the war in Syria. There's a lot of orphan from the Muslims families who have no parents, children's. They follow the Quran. Supposedly now he is going to do the good work for the sake of Allah. So what he do? He marry a child and he rape her. The excuse is, I'm helping a child, man. Can't you help a child by giving the orphan a school and shelter for free? Can't you help a child without raping the child? Can't you help a child without taking the child to your bed? This is the morality of Muhammad. Where is the morality? Don't ever believe any article written by Abdus, for nothing there is truthful. I never saw any article written by a Muslim about Islam have even 0%, not even, I cannot even say the 0, I mean 1 of 1 billion of truth in it. What about Muhammad having fights with his wives and threaten his wives to divorce them and exchange them with what are women who do obey him? Is that the ethic? And why the wives are fighting? Because Muhammad is unjustly dealing with them. He allowed Aisha to take all the gifts and all the wives they take nothing. So they made parties. And they gathered those two parties against Muhammad. Muhammad, as usual, as Aisha, she described him, that your God, he rush into your desire, Muhammad. Well, Aisha, she is not stupid. She is young, yes, but she is smart. Actually, Aisha, she said to Muhammad in one of the hadith, أنت الذي تزعم أنك نبي. You're one who claim to be a prophet. You claim. which means you are not. She knew he's not. Let's see if I can find the hadith of Aisha. Uh, let us see. I don't think I will find it in English. Yeah, I don't think I will find it here. But anyway, we can find it in different, if in the Islamic website in Arabic. Let's find it. So the Muslims, they will not say I'm making things up, as you know them. You know them. I found the hadith already. I'm just trying to find it in official Islamic website, not just a website. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. This is one of the reference, one of many reference. The book of إحياء علوم الدين للإمام الغزالي. الكتاب, the name of the book, إحياء علوم الدين, المؤلف, the author, محمد ابن محمد الغزالي أبو أحمد. Volume number 4. Aisha, she said, and she was angry from him, أنت الذي تزعم أنك نبي. You, the one who claimed to be a prophet. Claim to be a prophet. And Aisha, she get him busted in other place, because Aisha, she noticed that anytime Muhammad, he is horny, he got a verse from his God about his testicles. Let's see. Allah, he worked for Muhammad. Hmm. So you look like maybe we'll have difficulty to find the hadith in English. Those hadith are very exposing, but I'm sure they have them somewhere. Let's see. I don't like I don't like to mention something and without giving the reference, because you know them. Let us see. Here we go. Aisha, she said, I felt jealous. Okay, why she felt jealous? Because Muhammad is sleeping with all the women in the town. I feel jealous of women who offered themselves to Allah messenger. Have you ever heard of a prophet like this? He have 13 wives, and yet he made a chapter. He made verses in the Quran saying, any woman she wanna give her vagina to me, she is welcome. And now Aisha, she got jealous. This is the ethic of the prophet. The ethic of the prophet is, it's not enough I have 13 women. No, I need a verse from Allah. Supposedly Allah is talking, not him. And the verse saying, any women. Doesn't matter who, married or single, it doesn't matter. Ibn al-Arabi, he said, one of the privilege of the prophet, that if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband, he must divorce her immediately. And here Aisha, she noticed that anytime Muhammad is horny, right away, in the speed of light, His God, he made chapters for him to satisfy his sexual needs. So she said to him, Aisha, she said, it seemed to me that your Allah hastens to satisfy your desire, which your sexual desire. You see it? Obviously, the ethic of Muhammad is beyond imagination. He needed more and more women. He didn't have enough. I feel sorry for him. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. He have only 13 wives and hundreds of sex slaves. Poor guy. And by the way, the Muslim, they say to you, the Prophet was very, very poor. How in the world he is poor and he have 13 houses and 13 wives, and each one of them she have many servants? Do you see how poor he is? And now after all the females he don't have enough. You see, Muhammad actually described Muhammad that she is his favorite dish. Have you ever heard of a man insult his wife more than this? All his wives are dishes, and Aisha is his favorite dish. Imagine you are married to a man, and then he want to speak about how much he favor you. He says, I have many dishes in my restaurant, and she is my favorite dish. Is that true, Muslims, or I'm lying? Oh, hold on, let me show it, because they will say he's lying. Let's see. Do you see it? The Prophet said, the superiority of Aisha to others is like the superiority of the thread. It's a kind of a food, Arabian food, to other kinds of food. Do you see it? Are we lying? All women are dishes, sandwiches. I bite whatever I wish, but my favorite bite is Aisha. What is the ethic? When the wives of Muhammad, they came to Muhammad and they asked him to be ethical, to be justice. The Quran says that the Quran, the stupid Muhammad, you see, he's a hypocrite man. He told them, be justice with your wives, and then in the same chapter he said, and you will never be justice. This is how hypocrite he is, because people start talking about him. You are telling people you to be justice. Look at you. The wives of Muhammad, when they made two parties, was because Muhammad is being injustice. Let us see the story. You see, I'm not even showing you. Let us see. I'm trying to find the hadith. Each time you try to find something, it's like mission impossible in those websites. So you have to make a trick. Let us see. Let us try a different quotation. As you see here, the story is in front of us. The people used to send the present to the Prophet on the day of Aisha turn. When the people they send gifts, they send it only in the day where Muhammad had many women. He can sleep with them, all of them, in one night. So everyone she have a ticket. Today is the day of Aisha. In the day of Aisha, all the gifts of the Arabian Peninsula come to the house of Aisha. People they wait until Muhammad, the child molester, in the house of Aisha, and then they bring the gifts. Why? Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why? Who knows why? Why they bring it only in the day of Aisha? There must be a reason. Muhammad had many wives. Why those people they wait, they hold their gifts until it is the day of Aisha? Because she is the most beloved dish for Muhammad. So you have a request, you bring the gift to Aisha, you give it to her. Aisha, she goes sit in his lap, kiss him few kisses, she fool him, and he make him agree about anything she wish. So people they hold it's a bribe. Actually, why even Muhammad getting gifts from the Muslim? They say to you, the Prophet is poor. I mean, look at the people, they are coming, but what gift? Why he is receiving all those gifts? And this story here proving that Muhammad is a bribe man. He do what Aisha she want in the day of Aisha because the gift they come to the house of Aisha, and now Aisha she have two voice. It's her voice and her father voice. So she can talk to her father, who is very important person in the cult of Islam, Abu Bakr. So people they knew how big the influence of Abu Bakr and his daughter, which is the favorite dish of the Prophet. So what they do, they hold their gifts until she is the one is hosting Muhammad in her lap. So the wives of Muhammad they complain to Muhammad. Read with me carefully. So the gifts is coming only in the day of Aisha. Aisha said, my companions, i.e. the other wives of the Prophet, gathered in the house of Salama and said, O Salama, by Allah, the people choose to send present on the day of Aisha turns. We too love the good, i.e. the present, etc. As Aisha does. I mean, this is not fair. We are his wives too. So why the gifts all of them they go there? Where's justice? Why Muhammad even if he received them there, why he don't send those gifts to every woman so she can get her shares? No, the gifts stay in the house of Aisha. They live and they die in the house of Aisha. Not even a single gift will go out. So now they made together all the wives, Democrat and Republic, and they decide to ask one of the women of Muhammad to go and talk to him. You should tell Allah apostle to tell the people to send their present to him whenever he may be. I mean, that's fair. Whatever gift come in the time they come, okay, stay there. He is in the house of Hafsa, he is in the house of Salama, he is in the house, etc. Whatever he is, okay, the gift stay there. No. So this is the request, and the request is about being justice. Look what happened. Or whatever his turn may be. Salama said that to the Prophet, and he turned away from her. He ignored her. It's like she is saying nothing. And when the Prophet turned to her, i.e. Salama, she repeated the same. She is repeating the same. Please, I mean, let the gift go to everybody. It's not fair. Why the gifts only go to Aisha? That is not fair. He ignored her again. And the Prophet again turned away. And when she told him the same for the third time, the Prophet, he cannot take it no more now. This is the third time. She is repeating the same request. He said, O Salama, don't trouble me. Don't trouble me by harming Aisha, for Allah, for by Allah, the divine inspiration never come to me while I was in a clothes of any woman, or here a blanket of any woman, blanket, except her. Hold on. So what that have to do? Let us say this is true. Muhammad he received Allah speak to him only when under the blanket of Aisha. Obviously the blanket of Aisha is a blessed blanket, and her panty is making the bed blessed by Allah. Why, if you are dealing justly with the wives, that will hurt Aisha? And what this had to do with the inspiration of God? And what do you mean you never receive inspiration except in the blanket of Aisha? What about the blanket of Khadija? Muhammad, he received, sorry, he married Aisha almost 3 years after the death of Khadija. So for 3 years you were not receiving anything. Where is the ethic? Yeah, actually, in different hadith it says it clearly, في ثوب غير ثوب عائشة, in any dress except the clothes of Aisha. All right, here we go. Here he said, this is here when they send the daughter. This is the story continue. The women, they keep sending people to speak to him. So Salama, she went there, and then after that they called Fatima, which is the not a true daughter of Muhammad. Muhammad have no children. The Muslim, they say to you Muhammad have children. Muhammad never have a children. Fatima is not his daughter. Fatima, the daughter of, they called Fatima the daughter of Muhammad from his first wife, but this is not his daughter, as we said. And they sent her to Allah apostle to say to him, look what they want to say to him: your wives request you to treat them and the daughter of Abu Bakr in equal terms. I mean, is that fair, guys? Is that fair? They are not asking something special. The wives, they send me, I am your daughter, they send me to you to tell you, can you please treat them in equal term with Aisha? What Muhammad then said. Then Fatima conveyed the message to him. The Prophet said, oh my daughter, don't you love whom I love? Okay, she replied in affirmative, and returned and told them the situation. So he did not say anything. He said, don't you love what I love? She got it. That's he want Aisha. He don't want the rest. Forget about him. Then the women, they requested her to go again. The women, they are not giving up. They are very upset. They requested her to go again and talk to him. Read carefully with me. They requested her to go to him again, but she refused. Then they sent Zainab bint Jahsh. This is the wife which Muhammad he kidnapped from his own son. He forced the son to divorce his wife in order to sleep with her. Actually, he was sleeping with her already. Even the Islamic book says Muhammad he went to the house of Zainab when she was married to his own son during the marriage time, and he flirted with her, and he said, praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart flirt with you, or let us say fall in love with you. Where is the ethic? The Muslim, they say Islam is about ethic. A man, he go to visit a man, he is his adopted son, not only just a man, and he's a Muslim man. The wife was alone when the husband was away. The prophet of God, he flirt with the women while the husband is away with loud voice to make her hear it, saying, praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart flip for you. You see the ethic? So now they decide to send Zainab because they knew Zainab, he liked her very much too. That's why he forced his son to divorce her. They're trying to find a solution. They sent Salama, they sent his daughter. Now they are sending Zainab, who went to him and used harsh words, saying, your wives request you to treat them and the daughter of Abu Qudafa on equal term. Abu Qudafa is Abu Bakr, is the same name. On that she raised her voice and abused Aisha to her face. This means that the conversation happened in front of Aisha. So much that so that Allah apostle look at Aisha, look at the filthy man. He did not say anything. He looked at Aisha, waiting for her to make a fight. So Muhammad, he looked at Aisha to see whether she would retort. Look at the donkey. Aisha started replying to Zainab. Yes, stupid, you whore, you filthy, you donkey, you son of etc. Your mother is etc. You know, you are a stupid, you are filthy, you have your head is full of flies, blah blah blah. You know, Arabian women fight. She silenced her. Do you see what it says? They did not tell us what she said. Obviously, something really big. She kept attacking her until she silenced her. The Prophet looked at Aisha and said, she is really the daughter of Abu Bakr, which means she is filthy, the same as her father. Is that the ethic, Muslims? So you make for us a speech about ethic and the ethic of Islam, and this is your Prophet ethic? Women, his wives, they are. If he cannot be ethical inside his house, how he can be justice with others? Is that justice that you give all the gifts to one woman because you like her more than the rest? I'm not going to read for you the theft, the crimes, the killing, the rape, the torture, putting nails in the eyes of people, cutting their hands and their feet to tell him where is the jewelries, where you have a jewelry, where you have your jewelries, tell me. They kidnap a man and they beat him until he die to tell them where is the jewelry, where is the jewels you have, and he's a Jewish man. That is the ethic of the Prophet. I remember when the Muslims they were talking about the ethic of the American army in Abu Ghraib. You remember Abu Ghraib? The Muslims and the media they made a big deal because somebody he put water on the Abdul and they are scaring them with dogs, etc. Which is something really is not ethical according to what I understand. But what Muhammad will do if he was there? Muhammad, he put nails in the eyes of those people. He crucified them. He cut their hands. He cut their feet. He made them bleed. Crucified, torturing them. We cannot compare what Abu Ghraib is and what Muhammad and Muslims did. Muhammad, he slaughtered 900 Jews after they agreed to give up their weapon. Stupid Jews. They trusted this filthy man. Let me see if I can find the hadith in English just to show you a little bit of the ethic of Muhammad, how he tortured a man just to steal his money. No, we cannot find it here. However, the hadith is just in front of me. It's in front of us. Here it says that they got this guy. He is from the Jews. He got the guy. His name Kunana ibn Rabi'a, and he questioned him, where is your treasure? This guy obviously is a rich man. Where is your treasure? The man, he refused to tell them. Then the men, the Muslim, they said to Muhammad, we found him walking around an area which is like abandoned. There is nobody, like a old house, which nobody there. So Muhammad, he told them, and this is before they kidnap him, by the way. The Muslim of Muhammad, the men of Muhammad, the gang, they told him, you know what? We saw this guy. He is going around this house. Maybe he's hiding his money there. So Muhammad, he said to them, if you see him, let me know. And the man who reported that to Muhammad, he said to him, I saw him every day in that place. What he's doing there, it's an abandoned place. Then Muhammad, he said to this man, do you know what? If we found that you have really the treasure, we will kill you. What's wrong with you? Why you want to kill him? This is a treasure. This is his money. The man, he said, okay, what he can do. So the Prophet, he ordered to go and dig in that place. And then he found there a treasure. But he found some. Muhammad, there is something missing. He said, there is more, should be more. What is this? You cannot be all of this. So he asked him, where is the rest? The man, it says here, فَأَبَى أَنْ يُؤْدِي, which means he refused to give the rest of the money. But this is his money. So the Prophet ordered Az-Zubayr ibn al-Awwam, another gang of his men, to torture him until he say what he have and get his treasure. And Az-Zubayr, he used to put his sword or his knife in the chest of the man until almost he killed him. But Muhammad, he want to get the where is the rest of the money? And then Muhammad, he found that Az-Zubayr, he could not make it happen, so he sent him to someone. His name is Muhammad ibn Maslama, and that guy, he cut his head. And this is from the book of As-Sirah An-Nabawiyya, volume number 4. The title name like mentioning the attack of Khaybar in the month of Muharram in the year 7 or 7 year or the 7th year. That is Islam. And this is the ethic of Muhammad. Even the Muslims accused Muhammad that he was a thief and he stole an underwear. Have you ever heard of a followers of a prophet? They accuse their prophet that he is an underwear thief. What kind of religion? What kind of people they do that? What kind of companion he have? And by the way, the clothes he stole, it is a stolen clothes, which means they attack people and they kill them and they took their clothes, and now they are fighting who stole the underwear, accusing Muhammad that he must be the one he did that. If we go in the Quran in chapter 3 verse 161, let us go there. And remember, the one is explaining there is the Muslims, not me. I have nothing to do with it. This is in their interpretation. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. This is not me speaking. This is not my explanation. When some red velvet cloth went missing on the day of Badr, and some people began, some Muslims began to say, perhaps the prophet, he took it. You know him. He's a thief. He's a scumbag. I mean, why they assume Muhammad took it? Because he always do that. When he sees something, he want, he like, he choose it and he take it. Even Muhammad, he made a verse in the Quran. It says, Al-Khumsu lillahi wa rasuluh. The fifth of every attack to Allah and His Messenger. Let us see. Here we go. Chapter 8 verse number 41. Muhammad, to guarantee that nobody will take the best of the shares, he have to make a chapter speaking that Allah said that from every attack Muhammad will take the fifth. The Muslim, and when they explain this verse, they say Muhammad did not take. Yes, it says that, but he did not take any. You're right. Why he did not take any? So why Allah he said that? And as you see, women, they are of his shares, not only clothes. Safiya herself, she was one of his shares. Many women he kidnapped them. And you know, out of the booty that you may acquire in war. The fifth share is assigned to Allah and to the messenger. Those are the best of the shares. 1 to 5, 1 to 5 is to Allah, and 1 to 5 is to Muhammad. Now the Muslim, they say no, it's 1 to 5 for both, but you know that Allah does not exist. I mean, what, you will give Allah some candies? You will give Allah underwear? You will give Allah women you kidnapped? What the fifth to Allah? Fifth to Allah will go to the pocket of Muhammad, and fifth to the pocket of Muhammad, that is 2 to 5. And if we say it is only 1 to 5 to Muhammad and Allah together, and Allah does not exist anyway, and Muhammad, what, Allah, he will send the truck to load the money. That's mean from every $5 theft, Muhammad, he make $1. Just to make it simple for you, to show you how big this thief is. If the Muslims stole 100,000 underwear, $100,000 underwear, all right, what is the shares of Muhammad? Who want to give me the number? Who want to give me the number? What is the share of Muhammad from the 100,000 underwear? You want to give me the underwear? Yeah, right. You are right. It's a wrong. All right, hold on. Don't worry, Muhammad. He will not. He don't know how to read, so it's okay. 100,000. Let's make comma here. What happened? Under where? Muhammad alone shares will be. Let us do this. What is Muhammad share, guys? Who want to tell me what is the shares of Muhammad? 40,000 underwear. Muhammad shares is 40,000 underwear. See how poor the man? I mean, come on. From the 100,000, he will get only 40,000 underwear. And this is the ethic of the Prophet. Booties. Underwear. And then the Muslims, his followers, they accuse him of stealing a red velvet piece of a cloth. Look how savage they are. They are not fighting even over a jewel. They are fighting over a piece of a cloth. No, he get 40. Why he get it 20? Why he get it 20? My friend, 1 to 5 is 10,000 from the 100,000 is 10,000, right? From the 5 is 10,000. Yeah, but he is getting 1 to 5 to him and 1 to 5 to Allah. The fifth will be what? Will be uh, 20,000 from the 100. Correct? Yeah. Anyway, here you will see the quality of the followers of Muhammad, regardless of the money, how much is going to be. And here we are speaking about underwear because obviously, as you see, they are savage to the point they are accusing their prophet that he stole a stolen booty underwear. Yeah, the fifth for Allah and the fifth for Muhammad. Who is the one who present Allah? Muhammad. Who is the one who present Muhammad? Muhammad. So if it is Muhammad getting 2 to 5, which means that his fifth and the fifth of Allah, that will be 40,000. If it's only meant Muhammad will get his fifth is the same fifth of Allah, that will make Muhammad getting 20,000. Still, this is a lot of money. Just to make it simple for you, if we say Muhammad he got only 1 to 5, all right, and let us say the Muslims they attack and they stole 100,000 piece of gold, 100,000 piece of gold. Okay, then Muhammad in this attack he have 5,000 soldier. He have how many? 5,000 soldier. Every man he should get his share in this attack. But Muhammad alone will get 1 to 5th. How much is the 1 to 5th from the 100,000? How much is going to be? 20,000 piece of gold. So Muhammad now he took 20,000 to his pocket. To Muhammad. All right. What is left is what? What is left is 80,000, and those 80,000 we are going to divide them into 5,000 men. Everyone, every Muslim, his share will be at the end $1.5. $1.5. While Muhammad, oh sorry, $15. Sorry, $15. While Muhammad is getting $20,000. So everyone will get $16 while Muhammad getting $20,000. You see how poor the prophet? Yeah, $16 each. Who is the one? Who is the 20,000 to the pocket of Muhammad is $16 to the Muslims who die for his sake. Do you see the ethic? I mean, here the ethic is so clear. They are taking the money, stealing the money from people who never attack them, they never have a war with them. Let me show you another ethic. In one of the stories in the Quran, where a man he said to Muhammad, don't seduce me with women. But what is behind that story? Muhammad, he said, attack the blondie, the yellow people. They call them the blonde, they call them the yellow, Bani al-Asfar, the children of the yellow. Let me show you the story. Let us see. All those hadith speaking about the same story. This is the book of As-Sirah Halabiyya. Just read it from there. As-Sirah Halabiyya. But this page is long, very long. Let us see if we can find it from there. Here we go. Let us see what Muhammad he said. اغزوا تبوك تغنموا بنات الأصفر. Attack Tabuk, you get the daughters of the blondie. Here we go. قال رسول الله اغزوا تبوك تغنموا بني الأصفر نساء الروم. Attack the Tabuk, the city of Tabuk, which today in the border of Jordan and Saudi Arabia. At that place there was the first point where the Romans exist. So Muhammad saying attack Tabuk, not to spread Islam, not to fight for the sake of Allah. Attack Tabuk so you can get the daughters of the blonde. That is the ethic of Muhammad. We attack a country next to us, we attack the people there, so we can rape their daughters. And I make a speech to my men who follow me blindly, saying to them, let us attack them so we can get the blondie girls. Don't you want to attack and get the blondie girls? Huh? Don't you want? A man who was listening, he said, oh, don't tempt us with women, man. Muhammad, he called him hypocrite, for he refused to be tempted by the blondie girls. The man who said to him, don't tempt me with women, he is a hypocrite. Imagine if Jesus forbid me, for God forbid, I'm not saying Jesus he said, but I'm saying imagine if the Messiah, the Lord, he say, hey Christians, my followers, let us attack the neighbors to get the blondie girls. He's not attacking them because they are attacking him. They never attack him. He is the one who prepared an army after he killed all the Christians and the Jews in the Arabian Peninsula. Even the false Christians, which is the cults, he killed everybody. Now it's time to attack the real Christians in the neighboring countries and steal their women and their money. That is the ethic of the Prophet of Islam, which the Muslim they keep talking about day and night. Obviously Muhammad is very ethical. I mean, who can deny the ethic of Muhammad? By the way, my Skype is open if there's any Abdul wanna call me, but look like they are not. Yesterday I stayed here for 8 hours and not even a single Abdul dare to call. 8 hours. 8 hours, not 8 minutes. That is the ethic and the lifestyle of the Prophet. Child molester, rapist, killer. He took a woman, he killed Safiya family. She was a bride, just married. He killed her husband, her brother, her father, and he made her walk in the top of their bodies. And then in the same day, before even they leave the town, he raped her. He put a tent in the corner of the town and he raped her. That is Islam. What about beating women? What about women they have no right to witness because they are stupid? What about that the Christians, they are not equal to Muslims and the Christians are najis? This is the ethic. What about Christians and Jews and Hindus and Buddhists cannot enter the city of Mecca because we are dirty? Where is the ethic of Islam? What about the law of Islam? It says if a Muslim he killed non-Muslim, he will not be killed for killing non-Muslim. Where is the equality? I will show you an example of the stupidity of Muhammad. Muhammad, he heard that the Jews believe in something called eye for an eye. So Muhammad want to practice that in his own understanding. Genius. So he decided to come with his verse claiming that Allah told him that. So he said, in the case of murder, huh? Yeah, in the case of murder, free for the free, slave for the slave, and female for the female. Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this before? To make it simple for you, if I am a white man and I kill a slave man, you kill my slave man. Slave for a slave. If I am a free man, white man, and I kill a white man, I will be killed for killing a white man. But if I kill a black man, Abd, I will not be killed. You kill a black slave I own. That is the morality and the lifestyles of Islam. Oh, who you believe regarding the murders, the punishment for murders prescribed for you in the matter of murder, the free man for the free man, slave man for the slave man. Okay, what about female? Female for the female. Imagine I kill your wife, you kill my wife. So now we have two victims. Look at the stupidity. Female for the female. Why, she's a chicken? What do you mean female for the female? So if somebody kill a female, we kill his female? That is a little bit of the madness and the stupidity of this cult. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to hold you for long. Today is Sunday, and I would like you to say, I would like to see you staying with your family, speaking to them, having some time with your children, if you have any. Sunday is a blessed day, and same as Saturday, and we better keep it as a family day. But I wanted to answer somebody who sent me this link, and I wanted to show everybody that this cult is absolutely have nothing to do with ethic. It's just a garbage in and garbage out. They can make tons of articles, but none of them is true. And it's very easy to expose them. You do not need to be a genius. You do not need to be like somebody knows everything about Islam, or you know a lot about Islam. Islam is very easy to expose. It is the most stupid cult ever. As an example, the ethic of Muhammad, that he promised us endless penis. I mean, do you see how ethical he is? He is a prophet of God standing in the stage and saying to us, listen, if you believe in me, Allah will give you a penis, will never sleep. I mean, who can beat that ethic? Nobody. That is a true ethic. Only prophet of God, the true prophet of God, they will say such a thing. Brothers, sisters, I say to you that no one Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to a 72 girls. 2 from the Huris and 70 from the inheritance. Inheritance? Yes, inheritance. Allah will take 70 prostitute. You see here, people do not notice what this is about. Those are bad women Allah will take them from hell to make them your sex slave, because bad women, they are usually those are the hookers. The hookers who they are very beautiful, and they have nice vagina and beautiful breast. As you see, it says in the hadith, it says, whom will have desirable front passages. Do you see it? Those are coming from hell. Those are expert with sex. They are prostitutes. So they have nice vagina and they have nice breast. Beautiful. Allah will take them from hell and he will import them to the Abdul in the heaven. And then Muhammad, he continues saying that, and he, the Muslim, his male member will never become soft or lose air. I mean, don't you see the ethic? This is a very ethical teaching. It's the penis is dripping ethic. This is the true ethic of the word. People need to read, learn this. This is the prophet of God speaking about his heaven. And the Muslim, they say to you, this is hadith is da'if. Da'if is accepted, by the way. Even when they say da'if is accepted, you can go right now, search in YouTube for Sheikh Hamza and type Sheikh Hamza da'if hadith. You will see he explained to you. He said to the Muslims, stupid Muslims, he said to them, by the way, these days there's attack on da'if hadith. Da'if hadith did not go funk. It pass. It pass. I'm just quoting him what he said. They keep saying to you, anything you said to them, da'if, da'if, but even the da'if, what they call him da'if, it pass. Quran is da'if, Muhammad is da'if. Muhammad, he says, I was the most weak person in sex and I invoke my God, and he sent me a dish of al-kufayt, a dish of shish kebab. I ate it, I get the power of 40 men. If you want to read more about the morality of Islam, go and get my last book, especially last book, Sex and Allah, volume number 1 and volume number 2. So you can see and get a little example of the filth, madness, stupid religion, which everything in it is about sex. And yet they want to give us a speeches about morality. And they speak about the, like the Western women, they are trashy, and Western women, they are bad and they sleep around. My friend, Islam is about sleeping around. Islam is a religion of sleeping around. That is the truth. I advise anyone who want to read more, go and search in Amazon.com or Amazon Germany, France, whatever. Search just type Christian Prince there. You will find a list of my books, and feel free to get your copy if you like to learn more about the cult. It's called Islam. This religion is based on deception, and this was a main reason for me to name my first book The Deception of Allah. And the Quran, full of verses speaking literally about how Allah deceived people. The Muslim, they will quote for you a verse from the Bible, says that God, he sent deceiving spirit. God, he allow the devil. God, he allow the evil spirit. God, he allow the existence of everybody, the bad and the good. The sun will rise over the good and the bad. God created not shaitan. God created an angel in Christianity, and he turned by his choice to be a devil. God created him to be an angel. But we cannot compare anything with this God. It's filthy, it is savage, it is ugly, it's disgusting, it is mad, it is violent, it's full of lies, it's women abuse, child abuse, injustice, all no equality, hate and discrimination to other nations who they are not Muslims, everything, you name it. Yet nobody speak about morality as much as Muslims. But you go in the Middle East, you cannot find a moral person there. The government is corrupt, the police is corrupt, the judge is corrupt, everything is corrupt. Even if you want to buy 2 kilograms of tomatoes, you cannot find a person who is have a little morality to give you really 2 kilograms of tomatoes. You go in the Middle East, they will not allow you to pick up the tomato. You see, they line them up, the nice beautiful one in the front. Then okay, you say to him, I want 2 kilos. You cannot touch them. He have in the back, which you cannot see, all the damaged one. So he start backing up the case, which is made from paper, so you cannot see what is inside, all the damaged one. And then in the top he will put for you 2 or 3 which look good. You go home, you bought 2 kilograms of tomatoes, you find there's only 3 or 4 of them, they are fit to eat. You buy a meat of a cow, you find later it's a meat of a donkey. This is the ethical. The phone company, the employee of the phone company, they go in the street, they cut your line. They are the one who cut your line. And then after 5 minutes, the employee, he come to your house, he knock at the door. Hello, is your phone line working? Now you know exactly what happened. He cut it off. You say, oh, let me check. You go to check and you find no, it's not working. You say, well, okay, make a request for us. It's going to take maybe a month or 2 to fix it for you. Okay, don't forget to make a request. And then you say, please, man, we cannot stay without a phone for 2 months. You know, I don't know. I mean, what I can do, and we have too many people. I mean, why I want to go in to do it for you first? So you give him some money, he fix it for you right away. This is the land of morality. In the land of morality, everybody have bars on his windows. Why? Because if you leave your window without a bar for 1 second, they will jump inside the house and steal all your money and your furniture. In the land of morality, women, she cannot walk alone in the street, not in daytime, not in a night time in Saudi Arabia, because this is the land of morality. They will kidnap her, they will rape her. The land and the religion of morality. They speak too much about it, but they never have it. It's a speeches, not a practice. Again, I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you again, I hope tomorrow I will be able to do podcast. Please stay tuned with us, subscribe to this channel, and tell your friends, and share our videos. And don't forget to watch the video I posted before this one. I was in France and I have some speech with the Jehovah's Witnesses, which they run away from me. And you better watch it and see what happened by yourself. It's just a video before this video. Watch it, share it with your friend, download it, do whatever you want with it. Thank you, guys. May the Lord bless you all. Christ is Lord and Islam is false. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.